The newest fight on Americans' hands, squatters taking over your homes and not leaving. This is happening across the United States as millions of illegals are flooding in, and there's now illegal migrants, influencers telling them to do this to your homes. Now we have governors of states fighting back, and I'll let you hear it directly in this video. Also, President Biden gives us an update on the bridge that collapsed, the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore. And you will be probably shocked to hear what Biden says is going to happen about this bridge. Wow. All that and more in this video. Let's jump right in. Thanks so much for liking these videos. If you haven't yet subscribed so you don't miss out on new videos that come out here every day at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, let's jump right in. Okay, so have you heard about these illegal immigrants and maybe even just some regular people that are literally coming into your homes in many different circumstances, and they're called squatters, and they're not leaving? You can see this headline here: migrant influencer urging illegals to squat in U.S. homes. He's now on the run from authorities. Lionel Moreno urges illegal immigrants on TikToks to do this and to not leave. This comes here after migrants were caught on video cutting border razor wire and attempting to lead dozens into the U.S. illegally. The migrants were caught off by members of the Texas National Guard. This comes after Biden wants to cut the razor wire to let them in easier, but it slowed them down and they were caught. Well, now in Florida, passed a new law. Governor Ron DeSantis has, quote, eliminating squatters' rights in Florida, giving power to cops to remove offenders. DeSantis says Florida is ending the squatters' scam. Listen to what he has to say here.
You are not going to be able to commandeer somebody's private property and expect to get away with it. We are, in the state of Florida, ending the squatter scam once and for all. And momentarily, I'll be signing HB 621, which will give the homeowner the ability to quickly and legally remove a squatter from a property, and which will increase criminal penalties for squatting. You are not going to be able to commandeer somebody's private property and expect to get away with it. We are, in the state of Florida, ending the squatter scam once and for all. And momentarily, I'll be signing HB 621, which will give the homeowner the ability to quickly and legally remove a squatter from a property, and which will increase criminal penalties for squatting.
This comes here as Governor Ron DeSantis says, quote, squatters' rights in Florida. This isn't California and New York. I'm actually kind of shocked that they even have squatters' rights. You can let me know your thoughts here on this. There's actually a big story going on here right now. California elites enraged after squatters invade $5 million home in LeBron James's and Jennifer Lopez's luxury neighborhood. LeBron James reportedly, quote, very concerned about the squatting issue. Yeah. And if you've seen my previous video about Florida Governor Ron DeSantis banning homeless people, I'll link you to that video here next. It's not quite what you might think if you haven't seen that video just from hearing that quick sentence of mine. You should go watch that next. I'll link you to that video here in a moment. He's actually doing some good common sense stuff. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I'm just a realist. I don't necessarily just have political beliefs on one side or the other. I'm just a realist. I like to look at each problem and just think about it realistically of what you should do. If someone doesn't own a property, they shouldn't be able to come into your property and just sit there and not leave and just be able to say, hey, I'm not leaving, even if they're not the owner. Think about that realistically. You can let me know your thoughts here in the comments. It's wild that other states are even letting this happen and not letting the owners get back into their property. And this is happening in mass, thousands of cases. Meanwhile, since the Baltimore port crisis and the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse, the world's largest container shipping company, MSC, says they will no longer service the port. They've notified clients that will terminate their container contracts once cargo is delivered to a diversion port, leaving shippers responsible for moving goods or potentially face delay charges. They joined multiple ocean carriers to make the declaration to customers in recent days after the bridge collapse. The company who was the charter of the Dolly, who was the ship that lost control and crashed into the bridge, Maersk, is one of the only companies that looks like that's still helping with the problem. I mean, it's their problem. Here's what Biden has to say here. Take a listen to this.
Search and rescue operation is our top priority. Ship traffic in the Port of Baltimore has been suspended until further notice, and we'll need to clear that channel before the ship traffic can resume. The Army Corps of Engineers is on the spot and is going to help lead this effort to clear the channel. I've directed my team to move heaven and earth to reopen the port and rebuild the bridge as soon as humanly possible. And we're going to work hand in hand with the support of Maryland to support Maryland whatever they ask for. We're going to work with our partners in Congress to make sure the state gets the support it needs. It's my intention that the federal government will pay for the entire cost of reconstructing that bridge, and I expect the Congress to support my effort. This is going to take some time. The people of Baltimore can count on us, though, to stick with them at every step of the way until the port is reopened and the bridge is rebuilt.
You know, I appreciate the sentiment of being behind the people of Baltimore, and this is a major, major port of the United States. But shouldn't the company that crashed into the bridge and, lost the power of their ship and or the insurance company behind that company be responsible for this, the payment of it, not the government of the United States of America be footing the bill for this? I mean, correct me if I'm crazy or not, but why is the U.S. government going to be paying the billions of dollars that they're estimating this is going to cost instead of, the shipping company responsible for crashing and the deaths of this and the insurance company behind this shipping company instead of the U.S. government paying for this? Now, maybe I could understand the U.S. government maybe fronting the money up first and then the insurance company, but this is going to take a long time. They're talking about years. Even then, the insurance company should pay the money. I mean, it's not going to take that long. Why is the U.S. government footing the bill when there's insurance companies and a shipping company worth billions of dollars? This is absolutely just wild. And this is the problem with this kind of thing. These companies are never on the hook for this. They reap the rewards and never reap the detriment when they're at fault. Let me know your thoughts here in the comments. I'll keep you up to date with everything happening here on a daily basis. Thanks for liking, sharing these videos. If you haven't, subscribe down below. Click here to see Governor Ron DeSantis banning homeless people in Florida. It's crazy, actually. Or click here to see a warning about the eclipse coming on April 8th. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.